Okay, so here it goes. How is this all possible with Amazon? How do you pay for it? And what is the wisest method? The wisest way to utilize Amazon is to be a card member of an Amazon credit card. Now, the credit card to use is typically called an Amazon Prime credit card, and it can be offered, I believe it's offered through Chase Manhattan Bank, but I'm not certain. But that particular card, once you have it, anything you buy that is on a, let's say you bought something that's over $50, your order was over $50 or $60 or something, and you have, okay credit or whatever, good credit, you are given a choice right then or there to pay over 6 months if it's, a small amount. If it's a larger amount, you might be paying over 12 months. If it is groceries, it still qualifies. If it's groceries that you purchase and you have them delivered to your house, you buy it all online, you're saying, yeah, I'm buying from Whole Food, as long as it's like $70 or more, you can pay for those groceries over 6 months on your credit card. And don't run out and say, hey, but they jack up the prices or whatever. It is so convenient, it really is, to have it all in one place with one company. So for me, it's actually worth the extra cost. If their apples are $1 or $2 more sometimes versus Walmart, I actually prefer to stay with this one company because they give me this 12-month pay or the 6-month pay. Now they also have the 5%. So you can go with a 5%, where's my hand? 5% that gets like a cash back. But I use the equal pay a lot, and I hope they don't, cancel it. But like here, this is a recent order. I think my order was like almost $300, and so they gave me for some reason they separated these, but I believe it's like $20 or $30 a month that this order is going to be. That's added on, and the way it goes is it just says as long as you pay that $20 or that $30 for that, that particular plan, because it's like you're getting a plan every month. It's interest free. There's no interest on it. It's completely at zero. So it's an excellent deal, and it's, for me, I think, and I think for a lot of people, I there's no reason why not to. So you look at all of these. See, I've gotten 6 months to pay all of these things, and without that 6 month, there are times that I would be like, what? There is no way, I can't even eat, and so it's been so helpful. You cannot even believe it. It's been really helpful. And now, I mean, I do it for big ticket items here. I'm getting a huge bunch of cat food or something, or kitty litter, because I do buy kind of expensive kitty litter. I buy the hemp kind. I'm going to tell you that in another video, but everything is here. This is right from the local grocery store, and they come and they deliver these groceries, but they're not paid for 6 months. And so on these, I ordered on the 7th, not until, what is that, July? So we have July, August, September, October, November, December. By December, they'll all be paid off. Those tortillas, and those pears, and that watermelon. So it's kind of a funny deal. And the bill does rack up because you end up going and buying other things, and you say, well, I'll put this on the deal, I'll put this out on the deal. And it does rack up. And so you end up kind of running with about $200. That's pretty average, I think. $100 to $200 that you have to pay every month, at least. To maintain the status of it, because you don't want to lose that status. It's a really cool deal. And And like here, I was some dog. I've got a mop, and I paid 6 months. It took 6 months to pay off the mop and the walnuts, and there are other things in the order. Of course, it's not showing everything, but very good. Here, who wants to buy outright? And yeah, somebody says, you could say, well, you could get that Philips 22-inch, whatever it was. You can get that so much cheaper somewhere else. But maybe they're not going to give you the same deal. So there have been times where I pay $50 more for an item, or if it's a high-priced item, and I don't have a problem with it because it is such a hassle to go through like a Klarna or a firm, or because they have to give you like a whole credit history check and all of that. And this is literally just right off the credit card and off of your credit history, and they trust you and blah, blah, blah. And they just have it all already hooked up. So it's been absolutely excellent. And as well as a bookkeeping item, for, hey, this is something that's an expense. I know I've got dogs tippy-toeing around. There's is this a business expense, or is that a business expense? It makes it easier because it's, if you go through the list the whole year, it's all there. There's all your invoices in one place. So for a small business, or, especially a sole proprietor, work at home type, it's absolutely, it's become almost essential. And I realize you probably can get similar through like a Walmart. I don't know if Walmart is giving you like the 12-month or whatever. But that was funny. And when I buy food items, I buy a lot of food items sometimes. Like look at that. This one, I bought coconut oil, and I would buy a massive bucket of it, and I still have the bucket. I have not, because I think at one point I bought 2 buckets, because I was really into popcorn, and then I went off popcorn. So, but I still use the coconut oil for a lot of things. So it takes a long time to get through that bucket. So you can buy bulk this way. Not on everything. You can't buy bulk on everything and expect it to last years and years and years. Like the Mormons. I'll go back to the Mormons because my grandparents used to do that. They used to buy like the 3-year supply of food through the Mormon Church, and it was filled in these vats, in these tins. And it would be wheat, the whole gamut. Everything was there. They had food for 3 years in their basement. But yeah, you don't really want to do that for everything, especially certain things that spoil, like nuts. You can up to a point, but be careful. Don't buy, like, I'm gonna buy 50 pounds of walnuts because they're a really cheap price. You just buy what you think you can eat in a few months, because as I just know they go rancid, and I buy a lot of nuts. So, and the way this works as well is so now you've got the card, you can, and because you're you're the Prime member as well. You have to remember you're the Prime member as well. So all of your regular delivery, you buying anything strange, like I bought this adapter. That means it's free delivery. So anything that you order, it's free delivery. This here, as long as it says Prime, free delivery it is. So you don't have to worry about that when you're placing your order. So you have that element that just also, you're looking into the price and the cost. Yeah, it is. You still have to pay for the Prime, but it's a lot simpler. I'm not kidding. I do have one grip. Is it a grip? A quip? No, it's a quip. I think it's a quip with Amazon, and it is the packaging, their delivery packaging, especially local, because if there is a warehouse in my particular town and they're just plucking things right off the shelf, or even if it's a robot doing that and putting it into a box, oftentimes the boxes are way too big, or those items didn't need a box. They could just be given a stamp label and carried that way. But unfortunately, the way they deliver through, they're not doing it that way yet. Or just take like a plastic, plastic the whole thing, and give it some kind of a label on the plastic, and some kind of a twist tie. That would work. It just seems so excessive right now, the boxes, that's all, for the deliveries. I have a little Chihuahua is just gone crazy. Does not like being here, I guess. Not a happy Chihuahua. So so you use the Whole Foods with it. Is it the Whole Foods? Yeah, it's the Whole Food Company. You use them. You can order online. It delivers to your house. You pay a tip out, like $5. The delivery might cost you $5. So all in all, that's like an extra 10. But you still are contributing to society some way and helping others get work. So it's a good deal. You're supporting delivery drivers. And you have all of your bills in one place. And apparently I bought something here. Oh, I bought a camera there, and I even bought, I don't even know what those are, tights. Those tights did not work, by the way. And I'm not saying everything you're buying here on Amazon is good, because I thought, oh, I'm going to buy these cheapo tights, and they ended up not being good. I should have gotten straight with the Capezio, and, well, I didn't. Darn it. Yeah. And with those type of tights, really tight dance tights, always get like the size up. Don't get small if you think you're small. Get the size extra larger, especially if you have heavier legs. Otherwise, they're very uncomfortable. Anyway, this dog is gonna moan and groan until I go in the other room and talk to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. I can do that on this one. I can pause it. So okay, so he went to sleep finally. All right. He hadn't know it was officially sleep, and I turn off the lights and all of that. Shut the back door. All those signs to say it's bedtime. And I even bought some strange clear acrylic coating for a roof that I haven't repaired yet. So and you can buy these things. Oh no, he's gonna go on. Okay, so I'm gonna have to end this video, I think. But you get the point. So you use those three things, those three proponents. And if you do not use those three proponents, you're gonna be like, maybe Amazon is just expensive when you look at it. Right off the bat, you're gonna, oh, this is too expensive for me. I'll go somewhere else to shop. I'll buy things on eBay. But when you start adding it all up, you're saying, well, to get in my car and to go to the store and the gas, and then you're going to say, well, and then the time it takes away from your life, that costs money. So all of these things start to affect. And so when it starts to work out, you're like, well, maybe Amazon is like the same price as even trying to scramble for the cheapest, most frugal version. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it goes. And they have very good return policy as well. You just drop everything off at the Whole Food. And if you can't make it to Whole Food, I don't know, you have to try and find another way. I know not everybody has cars, but there it is. There's my last food order, and it says, what? It says, and that's a local store here. I got some apples, some pears. It's hysterical to me. $11.99 for 6 months. So I'll pay that $11.99 every month, and then it will be done. It's hysterical to me. I don't know. I would not want to shop any other way. That's all. So I'll leave a link to this, and you can get a credit card. And, it is a credit card. But don't use it for anything else. Oh, last. Don't use it for anything else. Otherwise, you might get confused on your payment plan. They are pretty good about it. It goes exactly on the due date. They fixed it so it's exactly on due date. It's not one of those ones you have to chase around. When's the due date? They literally deduct the money on the due date, and it's exactly the interest free. Everything that's interest free. So it's very like modernized. It's not uh, you know one of those. It is one of the best kind of credit cards, and that's the Visa Prime with Amazon, the Amazon Visa Prime. Okay. He stopped. Oh my gosh, he went to sleep. It took him a while.